Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. The story that we're going to discuss today is a one by the BBC, all about the NHS and a drug that they are refusing to prescribe to people. So I was casually looking through the UK news on the BBC website earlier on and caught sight of an article written by the BBC entitled "I helped test a wonder drug, then I was denied it." And it was all about a woman named Louise Moorhouse who has a rare condition that actually leaves her unable to eat like any other human being. She has to take special pills or certain shakes in order to control this particular condition that she has. She actually takes around 80 pills a day, and those pills replace everyday foods that unfortunately she just cannot eat. I will not even try to pronounce the name of the condition. For this video though, I will be referring to it as its shortened name, PKU. So basically, the bottom line of PKU is that sufferers cannot digest the amino acid named phenylalanine, and I'm really sorry if that sounded weird. I really struggle to say that word and I have no idea why. So because of that, it leaves sufferers having to completely avoid approximately 80% of normal everyday foods, and the protein that sufferers consume has to be extremely limited. This can cause brain damage if the condition is not actually monitored correctly and correctly handled. So Louise proceeded to test out a drug for 3 years on a clinical trial. This drug would enable Louise to eat like any other human being, and she would not be restricted to a diet of only pills and the occasional shakes that she has. She only takes the shakes occasionally because she says that the taste is absolutely repulsive. However, unfortunately, once the trial period finished, the drug company stopped giving it to her, and the NHS actually refused to pay for the drug. Louise has stated that, quote, "I avoid socialising with food if there's people there who I don't know. They may notice that sometimes I have to get my scales out, and sometimes I have to send food back, or it takes me a long time to choose food," end quote. Louise did report that the drugs she tested out for the 3 years did in fact help her, and she was able to eat many of the foods that she has had to avoid for so many years. The drug that she was taking is called Kuvan, or sapropterin hydrochloride. Oh my gosh, another word that I definitely did not pronounce correctly there. It is actually being developed over in the US by a company called Biomarin. Louise explained, quote, "Kuvan helped me to eat a completely normal diet, and it was almost like someone had opened curtains on my life and I could see everything in Technicolor," end quote. She also said that because the trial went so well, she was pretty much convinced 100% that the NHS would make it available to anybody who needed it. However, that turned out not to be the case. Biomarin estimated the value of the drug to be £70,000 per adult per year, and I do understand, of course, that the NHS is struggling big time right now, so in a way I can kind of understand why they, couldn't make the drug available to everybody who needs it. But it is a absolute massive shame because this drug has been proven to make a massive difference in people's lives. PKU is a rare condition, and statistics show that between either 1 in 10,000 or 1 in 14,000 people have it. The BBC delved into this case a little bit further and discovered that the NHS had apparently asked for a massive 80% discount on the drug. But Biomarin declined, as right now it is said that they do not really have any competition. Kuvan has had positive effects on PKU victims for over a decade. When the NHS were asked to comment on this, a spokesperson responded with, quote, "The NHS does not offer a blank cheque to pharmaceutical companies. Instead, the NHS works hard to strike deals which give people access to the most clinically effective and innovative medicines, and at a price which is fair and affordable, which is exactly what our patients and the country's taxpayers would expect us to do," end quote. So I can completely see this case from both sides actually. So let me know what you think of this case in the comment section down below. Do you believe that the NHS should be prescribing Kuvan to patients with this rare condition, or do you think that because it is rare and the price is so expensive that it shouldn't be prescribed to those who need it? I'm very sorry if my voice does sound a little bit weird today. I am struggling to pronounce things a little bit. I have just had some work done on one of my front teeth, and yeah. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you found this video useful or interesting. If you did, leave it a big thumbs up. If you're new here, click on that subscribe button, and I hope to see you in my next video.